Hi everybody, so I'm here in my kitchen. I just wanted to show you what a plant paradox shopping trip looks like, and I am really into this plant paradox whole wellness journey that I've been on because I know it works. I've studied over 100 different dietary theories and gone to nutrition school, and now I'm working with one of my friends who is a naturopathic doctor, and she's actually the one who recommended this diet to me. And this is the one that's been so helpful and impactful for my wellness and well-being, as well as my husband. This is the book that I took with me to the grocery store. It's the Plant Paradox book by Dr. Gundry. So everything in here is anti-inflammatory, so no gluten, no lectins, and no refined flours or wheats, just all those different I call them like pesky ingredients that lead to inflammation in the body, and that can also lead to autoimmune response in the body. And
important to state here, I am using the word anti-inflammatory very loosely. This nutritional philosophy focuses on incorporating foods that can cause the reduction of biomarkers for inflammation in the body. However, this program focuses on crowding out foods in phases that can cause inflammation if prepared improperly or poorly sourced. This nutrition philosophy can be very helpful for people dealing with autoimmunity, obesity, gastrointestinal disorders, and/or allergies.
Inflammation is the root cause of all disease, so it's really good to know kind of how to make anti-inflammatory recipes and shop in an anti-inflammatory sense. So I wanted to kind of just show you some stuff that I bought on my recent trip to Ralph's. I'm on unemployment, so this was all on a budget. If you can, go to farmer's market, and if you are using your unemployment right now, and because it's quarantine, I get it, we probably all are, you can just go withdraw some cash from the ATM, and you can use that at the farmer's market, so you can still get some pretty healthy food options. We got beets, chard, spinach. You see how it's all plastic free? There still is a little bit of packaging on it. It's like, you know, I was at Ralph's, I wasn't at farmer's market. And then we got kale here, dandelion greens. I'll probably make a lot of amazing smoothies out of this, or I might juice it, but I might put it in smoothies for some extra fiber. And actually before I went, I did a little bit of preparation. So I looked through the book. I probably spent like 30 minutes looking through the book and just picking recipes that I wanted to try that looked interesting to me. So the recipes that I did pick, I am going to be making this week a cauliflower pizza, pressure cooked chili, a really yummy curry with red Thai curry paste, mushroom soup, French onion soup, a couple different superfood salads, and chicken rice soup, lemon kale chicken soup, as well as a Spanish omelet, cauliflower muffins, and a few different types of egg scrambles that they line out in this book. We got a ton of white onions for that French onion soup we're going to be making. We got carrots here. I might make a root vegetable, or I might make a lasagna, and I might need some carrots. So we got organic, all organic, of course. And we got artichoke here. Put that in a few different salads. We made sure to get tahini. This is probably a plastic item I would not buy, but it was the only tahini I could find that wasn't in glass, sadly. We got bay leaves, strawberries, walnut oil. This one has a really good smoke point, so walnut oil is a little bit cheaper than avocado oil, and you can actually do some good cooking with that. Walking in the store with this book is very helpful because there's a whole list of yes and no foods. There's foods that are very inflammatory and foods that are anti-inflammatory. So everything we got here was on the yes list for anti-inflammatory. So another disclaimer, we try to eliminate plastic use as much as we can in every area of our life. So things like this I don't necessarily like to buy. I like to buy naked produce, but this was the only green cabbage I could find. So we have cabbage here. I'll probably make some cabbage hash browns out of these. Those are keto friendly. And we got jicama. We have a really good recipe for jicama sticks in the Plant Paradox food guide or cookbook. And then we got a ton of mushrooms. We have different types. So we have baby bell. I think that's baby bell mushrooms. And then we have shiitake, crimini, I think that's how you say it, and oyster mushrooms. This will be really yummy in truffle mushroom mac and cheese. Literally my favorite recipe from this cookbook. We're gonna be making mushroom soup, so I needed a ton of mushrooms here. And then we have hemp milk and coconut milk. So these milks I like to promote a lot because they don't have such an adverse effect on the environment as as almond milk, but I do love almond milk, and that is probably a really popular ingredient in the Plant Paradox food program. So, but I'm still trying to be conscious of the environment as well. And I could have got oat milk, but I don't agree with drinking liquid oats because oats can be very inflammatory and lectin heavy. So if you're gonna try to go with alternative milks, the coconut milk and the hemp milk will do you well. Monk fruit sweetener, this is a sugar alternative. And then we have arrowroot starch. I'm probably gonna make the cauliflower pizza, I think, out of arrowroot starch. And you see, almond flour, I felt kind of bad about this. I'm really trying to figure out what my alternative flour can be with this cooking plan. Got chili powder here. We're gonna be making some chili in the pressure cooker, the Instant Pot. Just to remove the lectins and break down food so it's more digestible. And like black beans, say for example, those are not promoted in the Plant Paradox food program.
However, he does promote pressure cooking legumes as a part of a very healthy, well-balanced lifestyle.
Just because they are very lectin heavy, and a lot of people can have issues consuming beans and lentils, legumes. The whole legume family can be problematic for certain people's digestive system. I know it is for me. So I always make sure to soak the beans overnight, pressure cook them, and I think an additional way to break down beans, you could also add a sea vegetable like wakame or kombu into the Instant Pot, and that breaks down the lectins even further. So we have ginger, and then cherries, and don't forget the blueberries. And dairy is, you know, it's linked to inflammation, and a lot of people are lactose intolerant or borderline, but in this cookbook, they actually recommend a lot of different, I guess, dairy sources that do not link to inflammation and lectins. So I really appreciated that. There's some cheeses in here like Parmigiano Reggiano and Gruyere, and different cheeses Dr. Gundry specifies that come from France or Italy. So there's a lot of different specifications for different types of things that normally you would think cause inflammation or just aren't good for you. There actually are some stipulations to the do's and don'ts of wellness. It really gets nitty gritty. So that's why I always recommend working with a coach or a medical professional to really understand what is really going on your plate. Because sometimes there's healthy foods that are causing issues for your body, and you would never even imagine that, like pineapple, you know, or just like mango, random things that you won't think you have a reaction to, you do. So always kind of seek food sensitivity tests and talk to your physician about what you think, you know, what foods you might be reacting to, because you'd be really surprised. We got Miracle Noodles. This is a good brand. Dr. Gundry, he promotes the Miracle Noodle brand. This is the fettuccine style Miracle Noodle. These noodles are made out of konjac flour. Konjac flour is lectin free. It doesn't have the inflammatory ingredients that other conventional flours have. So I got 2 bags of Miracle Noodle as well as Miracle Rice. So this is a plant-based rice. So this is rice that is grain free. Miracle Rice. I'm like, that's probably something that people have been curious about or looking for a while, because I know how excited I was when I finally found a rice that wouldn't make me feel heavy or make me so thick and just like give me that grain reaction that I really don't feel well with. This is grain-free, soy-free, keto, non-GMO, vegan, just like it hits all the marks, and grain-free rice. Okay, so we have our fruit bowl here. We have red apples, avocado, lime, and a bunch of fresh lemon. And then we have oranges. My husband loves oranges. And citrus is okay on the Plant Paradox plan. I think it just says no juices. So no juices, and like don't be drinking orange juice and things like that, or grapefruit juice. So an important note about peppers here. Peppers are pretty much, I don't want to say prohibited in the Plant Paradox program, but they are highly just not suggested. So if you are going to have peppers in your diet, you definitely want to cut them up and de-seed them. It's the seeds that cause the negative inflammatory reaction and autoimmune response. in people. So just important note, this is kind of the first pepper that we're gonna have in our diet in the last few months. So we're gonna see how we're feeling by starting to reincorporate things back into our nutrition, but doing it in the proper way where we're breaking down food to help us not have all these negative reactions in terms of inflammation in the body. Okay, so for the meat products, we went and got some wild Alaskan lox, because we've been making bagels from scratch in this program, which is pretty exciting. So now we're gonna put lox on there along with the capers, and it's gonna be just so yummy, exciting. And then we got some wild caught salmon. I think we got a pound here, straight from the butcher. So that's another note in the program. You definitely don't wanna, I mean in any program, you don't wanna get farm-raised salmon. It's always healthier to do the wild caught. And then halibut, this is a low mercury fish. Now that I have my whole kitchen up and running with the right tools, and the spice cabinet is on point, and the baking cabinet is on point, it's kind of been a journey getting all the resources that I need to really build a lifestyle of wholesome, whole food eating every day, 2 times a day, to balance my life from an integrative nutrition standpoint so I can thrive in all areas of my life. And it's been really, really working out for me. I started this journey back in February, and I've lost about 13 pounds. I feel so much less anxious, and I have really good moods, and my sleep quality has improved. Even my vision has improved, and my skin, and I just feel like I've released a lot of toxins and extra weight and baggage off my body, based off of just changing it up with my diet and adding in more herbs and spices and different, like, just amount of diversity in my diet. And I understand that that's not accessible to everybody. There's definitely you really need an accessibility to health resources like health food stores, a budget that you can, you know, that's attainable for healthy food at this level. So I get that. And then I think that's pretty much it. So that's just a little glimpse of what I was able to buy today at Ralph's. It's a lot of plant-based, really fun stuff that I'm going to put into all these awesome new interesting recipes that I've learned in the Plant Paradox program. So if you like videos like this, I can make more Plant Paradox specific videos in the future. Make sure to like this, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to this channel because I'm going to be making a lot more videos based off of integrative nutrition. And if you're interested in working with me one-on-one, check out my website at avonneheavenly.com, and you can also follow me at avon_heavenly on Instagram.